Hello, 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 and welcome to Get Comfortable by Lizana-Prodeaux. I am the voice behind Get Comfortable. Listen, I have a 3-part message, and I pray that I can do this message justice, and I pray that I can get it out because I've tried to record multiple times, and I have not been successful. So hopefully this third or fourth time is a charm, okay? The message that I have for you is the words that I've received is light work. Light work, not in the sense of helping others along a journey, but light work in the sense of like a urban is slang, and it means like, oh, that's not about anything. It's not going to take much for me to, oh, that's light work, It's coming from a place of, for instance, example would be, just for those who may not understand, you go to your friend and you say, hey, I need to borrow some money, and then you say, I'm sorry, I just heard a noise. You say, or your friend may say, okay, well, how much do you need to loan? Hopefully I can give it to you. And you say, oh, I just need $10. And she says, oh, that's it. Oh, that's light work. That's where I'm coming from with this. So you have a union that's coming. You and somebody else is coming together, right? This may be a person you know. This may be a person you don't know. I'm not sure. But whenever you guys connect, what's going to happen is this person is going to look at the things that you want, the desires of your heart, the wants and needs that you have, and they're going to see it as small. Not like you're asking for small things, because the things you may need or want may be huge. But in your person's eyes, they're going to view it as minuscule. They're going to view it as very small, because they want to give you these things due to the type of person you have, the character you have. You're a selfless person. Whoever I'm talking to, you're selfless. You're not selfish, okay? You give and you give and you pour out so much, and sometimes you have very little for yourself. This person is coming into your life to restore that piece of you that you have sometimes given away to others, and also to pour into you, because you have a lot of things that you need to do, a lot of things that you need to accomplish, and this person wants to help you to do those things. What do I mean by this? For instance, you may need your car fixed, and it may be a bit of a task. You may not know what you need. You may not trust mechanics, different things. And you tell your person, hey, baby, I really need help with this. Or, I don't know how I'm going to get this done. You may not even ask that person for help. Knowing that you need the help, knowing that you may be too proud to ask, or you may think it's too much to ask of that person. That person comes, they take your car, they go get it looked at, they get it fixed. Next thing you know, you get your car back, it's all done. And that comes with maybe a car wash, or getting the interior clean, things of that nature. Certain things that you feel like are super large or too much to ask for, this person is like, this is light work. That's all you need. This is light work. I need you safe. I need you comfortable. And I don't need you stressing about this. This person is coming in to make things easier on you. Okay? The second portion that I have, as far as the message is concerned, is that God also wants to give you the desires of your heart. He wants to make sure that you are whole. But if you come with just half of the pieces to what it is that you want, he's not going to be able to help you. But he wants to help you, right? What do I mean by this? Faith without works is dead. So if you come to God and you have the faith that everything will work out, however, you're not doing any of the work to get where you want to go. Say you want to open up a business, right? You don't know where to start. You're like, listen, I've been praying about this and praying about this. I haven't received any signs. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I have faith that it's going to work out. Okay, you have to put work in. You have to take at least the first step. And I'm sure God will direct you the rest of the way. It works the same way if it's flipped. If you have the work ethic, but not the faith that it's going to work out, sometimes it just doesn't pan out the way you need it to, or the way God sees it. We take and we hold on to our dreams. We hold on to our aspirations, and we think sometimes they're too large to become things that are real. Instead of having faith that God will actualize, if I'm doing the work that I need to do to make this real, I I need to have faith that God can make it real for me. You know, I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep showing up, and I'm going to wait for God to show out, because nothing is too large for God to give. Nothing is too large for God to do. We're talking about the God who created heavens and the earth. So why do you think that something as small as starting a business, because it is huge to us, it's not that huge to God, meaning that it's important for him, but it's not something that can't be done. Take your problems, take your issues, take your aspirations, take your goals, and understand that you are not doing this alone. Allow God in to help you, because it's nothing too large for him, okay? That's portion 2. Portion 3 is this. A combination of the two. For whoever this message is for is coming. What do I mean by that? God sees that you have a lot going on. God knows that you have these dreams, you have these goals, but he also knows that you're a selfless person, and sometimes you procrastinate. Sometimes you're not putting your best foot forward because you take on so much, too much sometimes, right? Sending you somebody who knows this about you, but it's also restoring your faith to let you know that whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you want, I'm here to give to you. The union that I'm speaking about coming, I'm talking about in terms of marriage, because ultimately that's the goal, right? Your husband is going to lean on God, fully submit himself to God, to be able to submit himself to you and you into him. He knows that if he pours into you, you ultimately pour into him, because the woman gives and is a giver. So if the man is providing and doing everything that he needs to do, and it's just not providing financially, it's providing security mentally, emotionally, physically, okay? That's what a provider does. God is the ultimate provider, and in him giving those abilities to your husband to provide and give to you, to pour into you, because you as a woman pour into the household, pour into the visions, pour into the children. All of that combined, y'all can't lose. Do you understand? When your husband comes along and he gives you those things, and those things that you're asking for that you need are light work, and they bend over backwards, sometimes go out of their way to make sure that you're secure. Hear this message in your mind and know that this is brought to you by God. And it is your duty to pour back into your husband. It is your duty to pour into those children. It is your duty to pour into their household. It is your duty to pour into those businesses. You are being given this as a blessing unto you, because you are to pour into all these different things. Please know that sometimes it may seem hectic. It may seem stressful. It may seem like a lot, but you have these tools around you that are here to support you. God is giving you a blessing in the person you are going to be connected to. I'm really speaking to females right now, but if you feel as a male this message is for you, please take it back to God. Get confirmation through him, right? You're being given this because you are to birth many, many things. And God knows that you're having trouble with it. You know? You're having trouble with it because you're a giver. You're not selfish. You're selfless. I'm not speaking to anybody who gives to detriment, meaning like you don't have anything to give because you give so much. And I'm not speaking to somebody who always puts themselves first. I'm speaking to some people who sometimes pour from an empty cup. And God knows that. This is why you're having a person, a husband, who's going to pour back into you, because they know that whatever they give you, you're going to multiply. Whatever they turn over to you, you're going to multiply. You're going to make sure everything is okay. You're going to make sure everything is good. So this person does not mind giving to you. This person goes to God for things they don't understand, things they don't know, for correction, for redirection, when it comes to you being their woman, their wife, and things of that nature. I'm not saying you don't go to God, but I'm saying all of this together, you can't lose. You know, this is This is like a power, I don't know. This is like, it's almost as if what I'm seeing is like a power couple. You got a giver and you have a person who, I don't know, like I don't know how to phrase what I'm trying to say. But the qualities you bring and the qualities your person brings, ultimate, and just having God in the center of it, because God is in the middle. This is why I placed him at number 2 within this message. The man being the giver, and giving you what you feel like is a lot, but really is light for him. He's getting his energy and his power and his direction from God, which is why I put him as number 2. Because God is number 1, but he's in the center. And then it's 3, you guys connecting together to care for and oversee everything that you guys are going to have. All the endeavors that you guys are going to oversee, right? I hope this message is making sense. And ultimately, change generations that come after you. Ultimately, put abundance and financial stability and prosperity and health at the forefront for generations and years to come. Okay? I hope that I hope that I'm delivering this message in a way that you guys can understand it. I'm trying to get it out because it's been hard. You're going to be fine. Continue to put God in the center. Know that whatever you ask for is light work for God, and it will also be light work for whoever your husband is that is coming. Whoever this person is in your life that is coming. You may not be married now, but that's what it's looking like for whoever this message is for. You too will have God in the center. The center. Y'all can't lose. Okay? You can't lose. You're going to be fine. You have a problem with your husband, you don't take it to your girlfriend, you don't take it to your hairdresser, you don't take it to those people. You take it to God first. Your husband's having an issue with you. He's unsure about something. He prays before he interacts with you. If he knows that it's some tension there, he takes it to God first. Not his cousins, not his friends, not his barber. Do you understand? He takes it to God first. And that's what's going to hold you two up when things are not copacetic. God being in the center. Okay? I love you guys to the moon and back, but God loves you more. Sorry about me being all over the place with this message, but I hope you received it. God loves you more. Please take care.